Hello and welcome to. Hello, this is Animation, and welcome to What If Deku Was a Vampire Part 3. So let's go on and get on into this video. So, last time where we left off, we were just about to do the first day of UA. So, let's go on and get into it. So, Uraraka is just talking to Deku, and Deku decides he doesn't want to walk to school, and has Uraraka just carry him. And he turns into a cat and gets in her backpack. She kind of lets him out in the front of the school, and is like, okay, you have to walk away now. And he's like, go inside. So, she doesn't see him for a while. She's like, okay, I guess he might be somewhere around. And so she gets into the class and sees a cat. Everybody's freaking about a guy in a sleeping bag. And then they see a cat walk in. She kind of go right into the sleeping bag. Like, oh, whoever's in the sleeping bag, it must have that cat. It must be the owner. And Rock is like, I know that person. So she's trying to act like she doesn't know him. She doesn't know who the cat is. And it's like, oh, please do not embarrass me or yourself. And then somebody wakes up Deku and Aizawa and are like, okay, whoever is in the sleeping bag, please get up. Aizawa wakes up to see a cat staring at him. He's like, okay, who brought the dang cat in here? And he's like, didn't you bring the cat? Also, why are you in a sleeping bag? He explains the one-eye thing, and he gets outside, and he goes, okay. Now, I want you, he goes over to Rock and gives her the ball. He's like, okay, I want you to throw this ball with your quirk. She goes, okay. And she said that she usually got 56 meters whenever she threw at her quirk. Like, okay. And she threw the ball and got infinite but instead of it being just floating, it went up there faster. And a gust of wind flew behind her, and she has super strength now. And everyone's like, what? Infinite? She goes, yeah, I have well, it's gonna be hard to explain until someone else here shows their quirk. And they go, what? She have a coffee quirk or something? But she explains the anti-gravity, like, okay. It was almost like a gust of wind. And then, still, I'm pretty sure I gave her Raka one for all. Someday, she did. She had one for all. So she also used, like, a good 5% of that. She has full tallying, because I don't really feel like making it the way we get to make her bow. There's a chance. Okay. So, okay. So then he goes, okay, Izuku Midoriya turn to throw the ball. And he goes, Izuku Midoriya, come over here. And then he's getting annoyed when no one's coming over but the cat. And he goes, Izuku Midoriya, come and get the ball. And if you're not here, he's gonna be the one to be. If he's not here right now, he's gonna be the one to be expelled right on the spot. And then the cat's eyes kind of glow red. And then the ball kind of levitates, and then it gets flung out forward, getting infinity. Everyone was like, oh, what is wrong with that cat? Rock is like, oh no. And I was like, okay. He crosses out Izuku Midoriya. He goes, a cat. The cat is going to be our new person. The cat's taking Izuku Midoriya's place. And he's like, please do not hurt us. Oh, please. Oh, Kaminari just walks over and just start bowing down to the cat, going, please do not hurt us. Oh, powerful cat god. And then Deku seems appeal to be kind of liking this. And he just puts his paw on Kaminari's head, kind of lifts him up, and then just meows. And Kaminari's like, the god has spoken. And he comes back with a whole bunch of junk food. And he runs away, comes back with junk food, and goes, I spent $20 on this. And then just gives him it. And it was like, okay, that guy's immediately gone crazy. Minetta's just sitting there petting the cat. And Dick is like, oh, yeah, these two are my favorite. He looks at Uraraka and is like, why don't you ever do that anymore? And so Bakugo's like, first of all, 2 people have gotten infinity. And that's crazy, and one of them was a cat. And I can't do better than infinity. I hate this cat. It's like, and he just walks up to whoever is leveling the cat. And just, it's like, I'm gonna kill the cat. Everyone in the class in unison said, no! Even Aizawa. Aizawa's eyes turned red, and erased Bakugo's quirk. Kaminari powered up with electricity. The only person being silent was Uraraka, whose face was just being completely red out of embarrassment. I was like, are you okay? She goes, yeah. And so he's like, is Izuku Midoriya the kid that did so well in the entrance exam? Aizawa says, I don't know, I didn't pay attention during the entrance exam. I was just told some of the more troublesome quirks that you will have. Like you can't even use your electricity without making yourself brain dead. Kaminari gets really mad at this, charges up a whole bunch of electricity, but Deku's eyes are red, and the energy is just going around, and then suddenly Kaminari's shadow goes around him, and it's like kind of affecting the lightning, turning his lightning into black and red. He's like, whoa, what is this? And he's like amping up the voltage, and it's like, I'm not going dumb. This is really cool. And he points in a direction, and the lightning goes over there. It's like, holy cow, I don't know what this is, but it's awesome. And Deku's just kind of like, you get me junk food, I give you power up. There we go. What he did is he's just using Kaminari's own shadow to move the energy around, like fusing the darkness and the energy together. So Kaminari throws the ball, and he gets 1,000 meters. Everyone's like, oh, thank you, cool. Then suddenly, he just stops all of the electricity. Like, the electricity stops going black, and it's like, oh no, and it's going back yellow, and it's like, immediately stops. I don't know how I did that. He looks down at Deku, and he's like, his eyes are red. He kind of pets over, and like, did you do that? Everybody's looking down at the cat, and Aizawa kind of surprised. Then Christian was like, my hardening quirk. It was just thinking in his mind, my hardening quirk won't be able to compete with any of these people. Sure, it gives me a tiny, well, a little bit of a strength buff, but it's mostly defense. Deku here says his eyes turn red. I'm like, I don't want anybody expelled. So, and Kirshima's shadow kind of covers them, making an armor, and he looks like how he is in this unbreakable mode, but his eyes are red and he's covered in black. And he has large white fangs. Everybody's looking at him like, your quirk wasn't that anything like a minute ago. And they all see that Deku's eyes are glowing red. They're like, how is that cat doing this? Uraraka's like, what? He's pretty much using his manipulation of darkness to make everybody stronger. You can only do it one person at a time. Some quirks don't really work with it though. Like, Jiro's can't really upgrade sound with darkness. So, so some people got upgrades, some others didn't. Everybody did around the same. Deku only made like a slight buff. Except for Kaminari, he was the one that helped. And Mineta. Those two were like his favorite. So he's just sitting around them, and you're like, oh, thank you, oh God, oh cat god. Deku's getting used to being called the cat god by them too, and the cat by everybody else. So the entire day he just stays in his cat form. And at the end of the day, he hops in Uraraka's backpack and just says, and everybody's like, really? Why is he supposed to go with her? Then Uraraka just says, he might like me the most. Deku hissed. Uraraka just kind of looks a little mad. It's like, and Uraraka goes, fine, he knows that I used to give him a fish every day. Deku started purring over like, aww. Kamira's like, please, master, take me with you. Like the two more quirky ones are like, trying to appease the sweet cat god. Even Bakugo's like, okay, this cat can make me more powerful, so I want to be on its good side. And every time he tried to be nice to the cat, Deku just hissed. Kind of making Bakugo mad. It's like, and everyone's like, hey, the cat hates you. And I was trying to think of what I want to do next. So, Uraraka gets home, Deku transforms, like, being a cat for a long time kind of hurts. But it feels really good whenever I become a person again, stretch out. He kind of stretches out on the couch and he's getting ready to fall asleep. Uraraka's like, nope, cat bed. He goes, please, can I be human? And Uraraka just says, fine. So he sleeps on the couch. He's cover. Next day, Uraraka kind of felt a little bad that he slept in the cat bed and everything. So she's kind of saving up a little bit of money to buy him an actual bed. Deku can sense that she's trying to save up for something, but thinking really hard about other stuff to try and avoid him knowing what she's saving for. And Deku finally asks, like, okay, what are you saving for? He says, I can help buy it. And she's like, nothing. And Deku says, alright. And he then just walks away, and he kind of makes breakfast, and he's like, I learned how to do this from cooking shows. He makes slightly burnt eggs, slightly burnt biscuits. So, Rock is eating it like, oh yeah, that's pretty good. Why? It was she fine? He's like, I'll try and cook something else tomorrow. Well, always assuming that she doesn't like it, but he's kind of glad she's acting at least. And she goes, how about I make dinner? He goes, nah, I'll do it. Rocco's like, great. Becky kind of giggles and goes, I could order takeout. She goes, yes, we'll do that. And the next day, well, not really the next day, second day of school, and, well, they're getting ready for the second day of school. Deputy got his cat form, and then he feels weaker that day for some reason. Doesn't know why. He's weaker in the daytime, yeah, but he doesn't get why he's that weak. He gets to school, and he sees a number over everybody's head. And he goes, oh, not this again. He can see the quality of people's blood, even through walls. Whenever he gets hungry, it activates on its own. He hasn't used his ability in a long time. Whenever he has craving for blood, he's like, okay, I need to find a way how to talk to Uraka in my weakened state as a cat, so I can get blood. He hasn't gotten blood since he first sucked blood from her. What the heck? Weird. Okay. So, I think it was waiting to me from her window. So, Deku is... Deku's kind of freaking out. If he doesn't do something soon, he's going to go crazy. The entire day they see that Deku's eyes are red. And Kaminari and Hinata are just trying to appease the so-called cat god. Oh yeah, I'm also gonna say the invisible girl is the one that got kicked out of UA. Since Hinata got help this time. And Eraser, well, as I didn't care who really got out. Oh, if Deku powered anybody up or not, he just took it. So, finally, okay, my sister's going crazy, I'm gonna walk away from her. So, stop. Go. So, My sister's going crazy. Usually with my dogs. My sister's never appeared in any of these. Well, I'm doing any of these. But now all of a sudden, she's like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna bang on this window as much as I can. So, it's really annoying. Deku, I don't know if you all can hear the banging or not, and I'll have to look back, but sorry about that. Deku decided that he would talk to her wherever she goes, wherever she leaves. Deku disappeared. Kamina and Mineta are looking. Some members of the class are to not Ida or Bakugo, but Mina, Kaminari, and Mineta are kind of like leading the charge. Mina just starts calling him the cat god as well. And they're like kind of starting up their own religion. All hail the cat god! I don't know why I'm obsessed with this cat god thing. It's funny and I like it. But Deku goes to Raka and starts to do abilities. He can talk to people telepathically. So he talks to her and says, go to the bathroom real quick. She goes. He kind of disappears. No one knows where he went. Everybody's looking for him. So he goes, so you know how I was turned into a servant? She goes, yeah. He said, remember the one part of the deal that I get in return? She goes, oh. He goes, yep. It's finally time. She goes, fine. Holds at her neck. Deku turns into a human and bites down on her neck, drawing more and more blood. He gets like a boost of power. His eyes go from a normal red that they glow, and they glow a dark crimson red. As he sees the blood points she has, and sees that becoming whenever he drinks from whoever he's a servant of, he finds that their blood quality rises to the absolute max. Pretty much 99999999999, like that. It feels a huge surge of power. Then it kind of fades away for a second, and he goes slightly above what he is normally. It's like, oh, that wasn't permanent. And then kind of just talk to Raka, going, okay, that's all. And then he bites his hand, and then he makes a little bit. Oh, he says, okay, stick out your tongue. She's like, what? He then drops a bit of blood into her mouth and goes, that should heal the mark. Rocky goes, okay. And she sees the mark heal. And she can feel the mark healing. Deku's like, okay, now back to class. She walks back in, and Girl kind of follows, like, oh, the cat god was you. And they're like, and they have like a whole bunch of posters made already. Like, have you seen the cat god? So most of the class is now calling him the cat god, and they're all in like robes and like it looks like cat on it. All hail the cat god. Everybody's like bowing down to him. Deku just kind of sits there, and then he kind of, and he like as a cat smiles, and it's like, oh, so cute. And the Kaminari is like, I am the speaker for the cat god. And then, like, Deku kind of motions for Kaminari to come in closer. And then he uses his newfound ability to kind of put in the imprint of fish. Like, and now then Kaminari's here. And Kaminari's like, he requires fish! Everyone in his classroom is kind of like, yay! Then All Might walks in and sees like this really weird thing going around. All people bowing to a cat and then saying yay whenever Kaminari said he requires fish. All Might's kind of looking down like, you met the cat? I go, yes, we met the cat. I was like, alright. And he goes. So, because they get ready for the entire exam, like the heroes versus villains, All Might's drawing the papers out to see who's on people's team. Deku looks into All Might's mind. He pulls out 2 papers, and he uses his ability to kind of switch them around with other ones. And it's Deku and Uraka versus Bakugo and Ida. Now I'm gonna say Bakugo and Todoroki. It was like Endeavor's son and that explosion guy versus the cat and Uraka. This will not be a fair fight. The cat will surely win. And I'm like, hurrah! And they give the cat, and they give Deku some fish. I really like the cat thing, the cat god. It's just funny. And so I feel like I've been mentioning that too much. But if anybody wants me to carry that in any other videos, I will laugh a lot. I just think it's funny. So it's literally the only reason why I'm carrying it on. So Uraka and Deku get ready, and Bakugo and Todoroki's like, we cannot lose to a cat. And they get ready for battle. They have the bomb in place. Deku immediately reads their mind and finds out which level and everything they're on. He telepathically tells Uraka to nod their head. And then just says, okay, so 4th floor, 3rd door on the right, and Bakugo's charging towards us. He goes, shakes his head, and they're walking. I was like, almost like, how did he know all that? Bakugo charges right at Uraka, and then Deku just taps him on the head, sending him flying completely out of the building. Like the explosion that Bakugo did, that's how much damage Deku did. And it's like, the cat has beaten him! And Bakugo's unconscious at the bottom of the building. Recovery Girl runs and heals them. Deku kind of flies up with Uraka, and Uraka making them both float. Deku kind of steering, and they go right in. Uraka immediately makes a hammer, and then hits Ida, sending him flying out of the building. Not as much damage as what Deku did, but quite a bit. Just a little bit less. Still knocking Ida out. They touch the bomb and win. All Might's like, okay, well, you both did really good, but the moment he's about to say but, everyone in the class kind of stares at him. One person's holding up weapon. Oh, did I say Ida earlier? I meant Todoroki. Sorry. And Deku is just everybody like one person. Momo made pitchforks for everyone and torches. Some of them are lit, and everybody has robes because of Momo now. Like the cat. How dare you say anything bad about the cat god? And they're all wearing, and Todoroki comes out, and almost like, finally, someone that can actually talk some sense into them. He looks over All Might, and he goes, did he disrespect the cat god? Everybody shook their head, yes. Momo threw him a robe, and a pitchfork, and the pitchfork suddenly catches on fire. He's like, anybody who upsets the cat god and makes me use my fire side, I will destroy you. And almost like, what? Deku comes back and sees all of us, they're like, and he just decides to use his new thing and plant the image, like, no one, and like, everybody calm down and get their robes off and everything. It's like, we'll recruit more members later. Everybody get their robes off. And Todoroki just kind of burns them all, and he goes, I will never use my fire side for anybody but the cat god. Everybody just nods in agreement. And Deku's like, kind of creeped out a little bit, like, maybe I was a little bit too cool. And he's wondering why everybody is becoming so infatuated with him, is the right word. Everybody wants to be around him all the time. And I'm gonna say that Deku has an ability called the Vampire Lore. And pretty much anybody who sees him will have like a slightly different response. Will have a different response, and whenever he's in a different form, will have a different response. But they'll immediately have like the need to take care of him and like want to do whatever he says. In his cat form, it's way better, but his normal form, he has to use mind control in order to really get around what he gets in his cat form. They can all say no and everything, not do anything, but they just don't want to. And he is a cat god. This is a really long video, but I don't care. So anyway, we're gonna do the USJ. I'm gonna do a little filler stuff, and then I'm gonna save the USJ for next. So Deku comes home, transforms into a human, and Uraka's not back, so he decides to take a nap. Then he wakes up and realizes, oh wait, hold on a second. How is she not around here? I would be moving really far away. Then he walks upstairs to find Uraka is sitting down on their bed. He goes, when did you do that? Uraka goes, whenever, like, Deku goes, when did you get a bed up here? Uraka goes, whenever you're walking home with all your fans or your cult or whatever. And Deku's like, yeah, they're kind of crazy. Uraka's like, yeah, but you're a cute cat. Deku just kind of blushes a little bit. And Uraka says, okay, sorry, I don't have any more room in the house, but you have to, both of the beds are gonna have to go in my room. Well, both our beds are gonna be in my room. He goes, that's fine. He kind of just goes to sleep with no sheets or anything. Rock can just get some sheets, lays it down on him, like, oh, good night. Kind of sees somebody poking around his jacket, like, I'll just reimburse myself. Takes like $100. Like, this is fine. This is fine. She wakes up the next day, and she realizes that she slept in the wrong bed. She immediately gets up and is like, oh, okay, yeah, enough of that. She's kind of red.